Hey goalies, this is Mike. Well, a couple weeks ago, the guys at Brian's came down to our studios. We did a whole big series on the G-Netik Pro 2 line. I think a lot of you have seen it. It turned out really great. And Brian's was nice enough to let us keep the set for another few weeks, and I've been demoing this set ever since. It's great, so we wanted to take this time and show you all the little nuances of the pads, show you how well a lot of the new technology works. Then we'll take it out on the ice, we'll show you how it performs on the ice, and we think you'll get a much better idea of how this gear performs before you actually go out and get a set of your own. So let's get started. First, I thought we'd start with the knee pads here. One of the great things I like about the pads, and you're seeing more designers do this as they come out with new lines, is they're not coming out with just plain thigh guards anymore. You actually get a full knee and thigh guard, and Brian's is really taking it a step further. It's a really nice knee and thigh guard, as you've probably seen in the video. On the inside edge, there's some thicker foams here, which is great when you're going down on your butterfly. You can see it here that it's got a nice dome shape, and I've actually got one here on my other knee. It really wraps around the front of your kneecap as well as the sides of your knee. And then you've got this plate here on top, which completely covers the top of your thigh. It's great, these things don't slide at all. I have pulled out this tab, as you'll see here. And this tab can also be tucked back in if you don't like it. And I've actually been wearing them this way. I don't wear this tab when I'm playing with it. But you can use this. You can stick it right here in this flap so that the knee guard actually stays attached to the pad. I've worn them both ways. Personally, I prefer it without the attachment, as my knee can kind of float more freely. And the only reason I really think you'll need this is if you find the knee guards are slipping down, which mine haven't in a month. So I really don't think you'll need to go this route. So knee guards on these things are excellent. Next thing we'll talk about is the smart strap system, which I think is fantastic. It's one of the real innovations of the pad, which I think you guys are really gonna like. This is also gonna come as an aftermarket piece. So when the pad launches, you can buy these separately. If I didn't have these pads, and knowing what I know now about these straps, I would replace my toe ties with these straps in a heartbeat. So make sure you keep that in mind. And here's how it works. Obviously, you've seen it in the video. You've got this Primo material here, and the toe of your skate fits right in this U-shaped valley here, and then the straps run through the middle hole in your skate cowling, come right to the top and attach. It's got a lot of flexibility, more than you'd think. These are double elastic straps, so your foot can really move in the boot channel here. And additionally, there's also a little bit of flexibility. You can see in the shot, you can kind of twist this piece here too, so when your skate's moving one side, when your skate's moving the other side, this strap actually stays on your skate. So when you go down on the butterfly, you come back up. It does a great job of centering the pad right back on your leg. And then the second part of it is obviously this seatbelt style smart strap. Goes through the back hole in your cowling. I haven't adjusted this. I kind of wear my boot strap loose to begin with, and I just kind of wore this stock ever since I got it. So you'll see in another shot here, it does a good job of holding the boot in, but again, it's not so tight where it prohibits any foot movement. So again, really great setup here. All right, let's talk a little bit about the smart strap. We won't spend a lot of time on this because it's not brand new technology, and I think it's pretty proven at this point. But again, this is included on the G-Netik Pro 2. It was a little tight when I first got mine, but there are some buckle adjustments on the other side, and I just loosened the strap up and found it to be great. I typically wear my calf a little tighter, especially right around the calf lock area. So I'm able to really snug it up. And again, the way it works is you've got this Y-shaped strap with a nice large Velcro patch. You get it up where you want it. You can put the Velcro strap on. Again, the great thing is you can put the strap wherever you want it. If you want it in the middle, you can go there. If you want it a little higher on your calf, you put it up top. I like to wear mine kind of right in the middle, and that fits great. And then there's another strap here that just goes through this buckle, and you're good to go. The pad's nice and secure. In this shot here, you see the full flex knee. It's all lined with the Primo material, which is really high wear material, and it slides really nicely on your knee as well. So you've got this nylon here on the knee and thigh guard here. You've got a little bit of GenPro here in the front, but I found that the knee really rotates well in the cradle, and it's great. Again, here's the tab if you want to attach the strap from the knee and thigh guard. Again, I don't use it, and you can just tuck it right back here. behind the knee guard if you want to use that. And then you've got a double elastic strap that obviously comes around the back. One thing I did notice is this double elastic strap is somewhat short. It's not so short that it really cuts off the circulation, but I found that I had to adjust this strap on the other side to get a little more length, and I like to wear my knee cradle pretty tight, so it was even a little tight for me, but once I made that adjustment on the other side, I found it to be perfect. The last thing I'll say about these pads before we take them on the ice is I just want to talk a little bit about sizing. Typically I wear a 33+2 or a 32+3, really depending on what pad I'm using. And for these, this is a 33+1. And the funny thing is if I stand these pads up, these 33+1s, next to my 32+3s, these are a ½ inch taller. So when you're getting your set, know that the Brian's fit pretty true to size as far as the shin goes and the knee goes. My knee actually hits right dead center of the knee cradle here, but the thigh is taller. And because of the flat boot, it's also going to sit a little bit taller as well. So some guys I know have come to us and saying, I want a +3 in my Brian's pads. Of course, if that's what you really need, that's what we'll give you. But keep that in mind when you're ordering, is you might not have to go as tall as you think because of the tall thigh rise on the Brian's pads. Guys, thanks for watching this Brian's G-Netik Pro 2 on ice demo. I hope the whole thing helped you understand a little bit more about the gear, how it'll work for your game. It truly is innovative. It's really great to play with, super lightweight. I think you're really gonna love it. Check yours out today at totalgoalie.com, and thanks for watching.